Welcome, everyone, to today's Explainer. Today is actually a pretty huge milestone for us. We're finally at the culmination of our Level 2 investigative journey into our digital habits. We've spent all this time gathering facts and observing the digital world, but today we're turning the magnifying glass inward to make some real powerful decisions about the changes we want to make in our own lives.
Okay, let's dive right into this. Here is our literal blueprint and roadmap for today's expedition. We'll start with the digital journey map, move into tracking our screen time, explore the emotional impact of our tech use, learn how to set actionable goals, and finally, graduate into becoming a digital architect.
Section 1. The Digital Journey Map. So this is where we initiate a major mindset shift. We're moving away from simply learning external facts, and we're stepping into a space of deep inward reflection to map out a highly personalized digital journey. Basically, we are graduating past the investigator phase, and you are stepping up to become a digital architect. And what is that exactly? Well, a digital architect intentionally designs their digital life and truly understands the psychological underpinnings of technology. Instead of just letting tech happen to them, an architect actually rolls up their sleeves and actively constructs a healthier, much more balanced relationship with their screens.
Section 2. Track your screen time.
Look, to build a brand new structure, you gotta survey the land first, right? This is the practical evidence-gathering phase of our journey. Because the simple truth is, you literally cannot change a habit if you don't measure it first. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is looking at the cold, hard data you already have right at your fingertips. Your device has built-in screen time reports, and I really urge you to look at them, completely judgment-free. Just look at the breakdown. Tracking helps you identify exactly where the bulk of your time is going, and it pinpoints which apps are the absolute most distracting for you.
Seriously, look at those built-in reports and ask yourself this direct question. Where does your time actually go? I want to challenge you to reflect on this right now. Are you shocked by how much time a specific game eats up? Or maybe a certain social media app? I know I've been there. Sometimes seeing those actual numbers staring back at you is the exact wake-up call we need to realize when our usage has crossed the line from helpful into overwhelming.
Section 3. The emotional impact. All right, so once we actually have the data, we have to look at what that data is doing to us on the inside. We are moving from the raw objective data of minutes and hours into a space of real self-awareness. And guys, this brings us to the absolute core of digital wellness. It's not just about how much time you spend, but how it makes you feel. The emotional toll of our digital habits is absolutely the most crucial metric for our overall well-being. It's way more important than just an hour count. Think about it. If you spend 2 hours creating digital art and you come away feeling super inspired, that is vastly different from spending 2 hours doom scrolling and feeling totally drained.
And this brilliantly illustrates that exact point. This is a real-life realization from someone named Elias Behrens. As Elias was learning to manage his own screen time, he noticed something crazy. Constant screen use was actually making him feel incredibly unproductive. He realized it was shaping his brain in a way that made focusing on complex tasks almost impossible. That is such a deeply relatable story, isn't it? It grounds this big abstract concept of digital wellness into a very real consequence for all of us. The literal loss of our ability to focus.
So let's do a quick emotional audit together right here, right now. Just answer these honestly in your head. Do you often find yourself spending way more time on your devices than you originally intended to? Do these apps distract you from your daily tasks? Do you ever feel a little insecure after seeing other people's highlight reels online? Or maybe you feel anxious if you're not completely up to date with the feed. Listen, if you answered yes to literally any of these, you are already starting to recognize the emotional impact of your tech use.
Section 4. Set your digital goals.
Now, recognizing the impact is just the setup. Here comes the empowering part. We are going to take all of these inward reflections and translate them into real, forward-moving action. So the crucial point is knowing the stark difference between a bad goal and a great goal. Take a vague goal like use my phone less. It's completely unmeasurable. Like, how do you even know when you've succeeded? Contrast that with an actionable goal, 1 screen-free hour before bed each night. That is realistic, that is highly specific. You either did it or you didn't. Setting goals exactly like this is how you actually, tangibly redesign your digital life.
And the beauty of all this? It doesn't require massive, disruptive shifts to your daily routine. The magic number here is actually 15. Digital wellness is truly about small, consistent changes.
A fantastic goal might simply be to reduce your passive scrolling by just 15 minutes a day. That's it, just 15 minutes. Over a week, a month, a year, those little 15-minute blocks compound into a massively healthier relationship with your screens.
Section 5. Becoming a digital architect.
Which leads us right to our final destination. It's about stepping into a much more mature mindset, taking everything we've uncovered and applying it continuously. Let's move to and see how this builds into a continuous learning loop. It goes like this. You track your time, you reflect on how it makes you feel, you set actionable goals, and then, crucially, you adjust. This loop right here is your engine for continuous self-improvement. It's a great reminder that this whole process is an ongoing adventure. It is a journey, not some final destination where you just check a box and declare, "I'm cured." You're going to continually learn and you're going to continually need to adjust.
And honestly, as you go through this loop, please keep this close to your heart. It's okay not to be okay, and it's totally okay to mess up. You will absolutely have days where you just sit there and doom scroll for 2 hours. It happens to the best of us. The overarching aim here is to promote resilience and mental clarity through mindful technology use. And building that resilience means making mistakes, course correcting, and just simply getting back on track without beating yourself up over it.
So we've mapped the journey. You've gathered the data, you understand the real emotional stakes, and now you have the tools to set specific, measurable goals. You're finally stepping out of the role of the investigator and stepping fully into the role of the architect. So, I want to leave you with this final provocative thought as you step into your continuous digital journey. Now that you have the blueprint in your hands, what kind of digital life are you going to build?